Hi, I'm Kendra Bailey Morris, and welcome to the Heart of the Home. Today we're going to make one of my favorite recipes, which is really easy. It's a roasted asparagus with feta cheese and toasted walnuts. It's a dish that's perfect as a side dish, but also really great as a salad. And what we're going to start by doing is taking some fresh asparagus. And asparagus in Virginia is in season around April, May, and sometimes into June if you're lucky. And so if you get to your farmer's market, make sure that you can get yourself the freshest, best asparagus that they have. And the best way to approach asparagus is you want to make sure that you snap these really tough ends off. And if you're not sure where to do that, a lot of times, if you break it, it takes care of itself. If you want a cleaner look, this is obviously going to have a little bit of an edge to it. You just take a knife and you cut off these white ends, so your asparagus will roast a lot easier, and you don't really want those tough ends. They're hard to chew, and they're not very tasty. So I'm going to take my asparagus and put it on a sheet pan, and this is going to go in the oven and roast for about 15 to 18 minutes, not too long, at 400 degrees. And I'm going to start by just putting a little olive oil on top, and then I'm going to just rub it in real good. I would say for one bunch of asparagus, you could probably use about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. If you're trying to cut back on the fat, you could do a little bit less than that. And I just massage that olive oil in a little bit, not too much. And then I'm going to put a little bit of black pepper. I got to get my hands clean here. And a little bit of sea salt in here, just a little bit. And then I'm actually going to just roll it around one more time. Now this asparagus is going to be cooked in a single layer on a baking sheet, like I said, in 400 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven. Now this is how your asparagus comes out once it's finished. As you can see, it has a really beautiful caramelization to it. It's softened up quite a bit. And once you roast any type of vegetable for that matter, it's going to give it, that caramelization is going to give it a lot of sweet taste. So it won't have that typical bitter taste that an undercooked asparagus spear would have. And so what we're going to do is we are going to take our asparagus, put it on the platter, like so, and get it ready for the next stage of things. Now what I have here are some toasted walnuts, and in order to toast walnuts really easily, you can do it in a sheet pan and just kind of toss them around till they get a little bit brown, but you want to watch them closely because they have a tendency to burn very quickly. Once it starts they burn. And also with that, they get a rancid smell to them. So I've already done that ahead of time. I'm going to set that aside. Now I have some feta cheese, and this is just like a basic, very tart, piquant, if you will, feta cheese that I'm going to top my asparagus with. And again, you can use a lot or a little depending on how much cheese you like on things. But then I've got some aged balsamic vinegar, and aged balsamic vinegar is a lot sweeter. It's a little bit more syrupy. It's basically aged in casks much in the same way that red wine is aged. And so I'm going to just drizzle a little bit of that on top. And then I've got my toasted walnuts, and all I'm going to do is sprinkle them on top. And here you have it. We have roasted asparagus with feta cheese and toasted walnuts. For the Heart of the Home, I'm Kendra Bailey Morris. Let's get cooking.
Recipes from the Heart of the Home can be found on the Virginia Farm Bureau website at vafarmbureau.org.